Hey friends, it's Nikki. And I recently read a book called Rookie Smarts, which makes a case for why rookies might be your best candidates, even though they seem the least qualified. Mastery of old knowledge is becoming less and less relevant. You don't necessarily have to know how things have always been done in the past or have every single detail of this process mapped in your brain. A rookie comes in and they are uniquely qualified because they're able to pick things up quickly and see the world in a new way. There's really 3 advantages to being a rookie. The first one is that they don't know what's possible. They haven't done it before, so they don't know what the expectation should be. And usually this means they come up with kind of extravagant and maybe a little bold solutions to whatever they're working on. They haven't been told no, so they just kind of go for it. The second is that rookies ask a lot of questions. They know they don't know, and they are not ashamed of it. They will seek out expert advice, expert opinions, and they will talk to more people and ask more questions than people who are supposed to already know how to do what they do. This gives rookies an advantage because they're learning directly from the experts, and by asking questions and not feeling like, oh gosh, I should already know this already, they set themselves up to come up with better solutions, to come up with better situations, to contribute more. The third advantage of rookies is that they need to prove themselves. They are an unknown entity, so they have to find big, bold, bodacious ways to over-deliver in order to get noticed. They are desperate to make a good reputation for themselves. And this is incredible because their enthusiasm and their willingness to go the extra mile always delivers exceptional results. It kind of sounds like rookies have it made, but they really don't, because a lot of times they get overlooked because of their lack of experience. But when you're thinking about it, do you want someone who's been doing the same job for 20 years, or do you want someone who's motivated and hungry and willing to go the extra mile and willing to ask questions and come up with innovative solutions? That just sounds like a more energizing environment. So now I'm going to give you the 3 steps for becoming a rookie. Regardless of your professional experience, you can always have the mentality of a rookie. The first is to look at things with fresh eyes. Throw away your playbook. In fact, put aside your process documents and I know some of you really love them, but put them aside for this one time and let's look at the whole thing with a fresh perspective. What problem are we actually trying to solve? Is that the real problem, or are we solving a side effect? The way that we've chosen to solve it in the past, is it working? Can we do better? Always challenge everything and see what kind of innovation you can come up with. The second is to ask a lot of questions. I know that if you've been in any position for a long amount of time, or even maybe not that long, but longer than other people, you are looked to for the answers. And sometimes it feels like if you're responsible for having all the answers, you can't really ask questions because that would undermine your credibility. You don't know everything. And here's the thing, you don't really want to. If you are limited by what you know in your mind and that is the only answer, that is only one perspective. We need to incorporate other perspectives, other opinions, and other trains of thought. Look at things in new ways, ask better questions, ask a lot of questions, and ask questions to people who may not be directly related to what you do. What I've found is that we work in silos at my company. And by doing that, we have this one group of people that does one project and they have one result that they deliver. The problem is there are probably no less than 4 other groups working in silos, doing the exact same kind of work for the exact same delivery. And they have no idea that they have 5 different teams doing the same project. Whereas if you start asking questions and start expanding your circle and your networking within the company, you will figure out, oh, we could work over here with this team and we could work over here with this team and come up with a more holistic answer. You'll save yourself time and energy. You'll save the company money. This is kind of a win-win. Honestly, we should ask questions all the time. The third way is to surround yourself with rookies. Now, normally I'm telling you to surround yourself with people who are smarter than you, who have more experience than you, who can teach you something. It's my personal goal to always be the dumbest person in the room. If I'm the smartest person in the room, I am in the wrong room. This is an exception because rookies have the enthusiasm and the clarity of mind and the fresh eyes that you need to surround yourself with, because that kind of perspective is going to rub off on you. Now, for managers, I have 2 tips for how to get the most out of rookies. The first is to have clear objectives. We already talked about this. Rookies don't know what they're doing. So you have to kind of give them parameters to work within. They'll be really creative within that space, but you have to give them a firm look at what kind of result you're looking for as the finish line. And number 2 is loosen the reins. Let them mess up. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Even if they screw up, they will recover. But by giving rookies the opportunity to take on new challenges, to expand their role, to take on more responsibility, you are going to bolster that confidence and foster innovation. This is a no-brainer. Please do this. Rookies are good. Y'all, being unqualified has major perks. Qualification is not everything. I want you to embrace thinking without borders and challenging assumptions. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure as always. And if you could do me a favor, like this video, subscribe, join my newsletter, follow me, however you found me. It'd be my pleasure to keep you up to date on my latest learnings and rants. Again, I am Nikki, and I will see you next week.